Is there anything that former President Trump could do to disqualify you from voting for him?
Nope.
What if he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die?
Okay, well, if the killing was justified, then no.
I think he's a brilliant individual. So I'm here to show support and to love Trump because he loves America just like I do.
Is there anything that Trump could do that would disqualify you from his vote?
I mean, basically, if I found out he was part of this pedophile ring crap, then yeah, then it would be out. But I know he's not.
Which pedophile ring?
Well, the whole thing with Epstein Island and all that stuff, yeah.
These MAGA morons want you to know that they love Donald Trump. Like, they really love Donald Trump. And they're willing to vote for him even if he's convicted of organized crime charges and sent to prison. Because after all, Donald loves America.
Is there anything Donald Trump could do to disqualify him from your vote?
No.
Nothing at all. If he just walked up and shot me.
If it was self-defense.
Is there anything he could do to disqualify you from supporting him?
I don't think so.
What if he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die?
Well, maybe. Okay.
You don't think any of this disqualifies him from being president?
Are you kidding? Why would it? Why?
Is there anything he could do to disqualify you from supporting him?
No. Times were great. I was younger when Bill Clinton was in office. Times were great then, and when Donald Trump was in office, times were great then too.
Well, at least they're consistent, and many of these voters are the same people who also say they're willing to pick up a gun and fight the federal government to keep Trump out of prison, because any country that would jail Donald Trump is clearly corrupt and needs to be destroyed. And they may well get that chance, because Trump is facing yet another legal hurdle to his candidacy, with Minnesota election officials now considering whether he's disqualified from the ballot under the 14th Amendment's disqualification clause.
In my view, the attack on the Capitol that day was designed for a particular purpose at a particular moment, and that was to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power as is laid out in the Constitution. So I think there is a powerful argument to be made. My sense is it's probably going to get resolved in the courts. But, I think what we have to focus on our side is we just got to win in 2024.
The 14th Amendment argument is one I'm admittedly a little skeptical about, because even though it doesn't require a conviction for insurrection in order to be enacted, it's still a completely new area of constitutional law, and it would immediately draw a whole raft of legal challenges. And it isn't clear that any attempt to disqualify Trump under the 14th Amendment would even survive a Supreme Court stacked with Republicans, while at the same time playing into Trump's message that Democrats want to remove his right to run for office. Listen, I'm not a constitutional lawyer. I'm way too pretty for that. The argument itself may actually hold water. In fact, some of the smartest legal minds on both the left and the right are proposing it. I just really don't think it's workable in this political climate. But there is one guy rooting for Donald Trump to beat the justice system and ride back to power, Russian President Vladimir Putin, who seems pretty sad to see his buddy Donald going through such tough times.
То, что касается преследования Трампа, это, конечно, для нас то, что происходит в сегодняшних условиях, на мой взгляд, это хорошо. Почему? Потому что это показывает всю гнилость американской политической системы, которая не может претендовать на то, чтобы учить других демократии. Все, что происходит с Трампом, это преследование по политическим мотивам своего политического конкурента. Вот что это такое. И делается это на глазах общественности США и всего мира. Они просто обнажили свои проблемы внутренние.
And you can trust Vladimir Putin's judgment about democracy. After all, he's the guy who blows up his political opponents. But speaking of anti-democratic goons who make a meal out of licking Donald Trump's boots, Tucker Carlson. Now, old Tuck may be off Fox News and reduced to doing the equivalent of a garage podcast on Twitter, but that hasn't stopped him from trying to undermine democracy just the same. In his latest rant, Carlson says Donald Trump is so hated because he refuses to be controlled by the powerful elites who run America. Wait, what?
I've had various feelings at various times. I've been incredibly frustrated by Trump because honestly, who couldn't be? And then other times I've been totally inspired and excited. But the whole time I'm watching Trump, I'm thinking to myself, the core question which no one ever asks, which is, why do they hate him so much? Honestly, why do they hate Trump so much? It's the talking. It's the talking. It's not because Trump's program is so radical. Are you joking? If this were 1985, he'd be like a center-left liberal. It's not radical at all. That's fascism? Are you joking? No.
I think the one thing this proves is that Tucker Carlson really benefits from having the professional hair and makeup of a television network, because honestly, boy's looking a little rough these days. But hey, fascism really takes it out of you. Donald Trump's diehard supporters are here to stay. It's up to the rest of us to ensure they never get back into the White House. Despite what Donald Trump says, Americans still have the power. It'll be up to voters to use it next year. And if that didn't melt your brain, check out this video about a MAGA moron who has a pretty big conspiracy theory about Walmart. And as always, leave a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.